Big John, Big John.
Well, it's 6:30 Saturday night. This is the first time we've run wheat with this combine because it was broke. It was in the shop getting fixed last year. I can't get my sample as clean as I want it. I've tried a lot of things. Sped up, slowed down, changed a bunch of settings. I don't know. Took one load up and they didn't dock me for any foreign matter or anything like that, but the test weight's light. And I think the test weight's light because all the junk in it. But, I don't know. It's running good. 90 to 100, 105, 110 at times, but there's a bunch of weed patches out here where it's down in the 40s. The guidance isn't working right. That's giving me fits. I got to get a hold of Ben about that. Of course, it's holiday weekend, so I don't want to call anybody and bother them. So we're just going to keep chugging along, doing what we're doing. Windows are dirty. Yeah, so we're getting it. Alright, brought the combine and the header home. Dad took me back. We got the semi, I got that home. So yeah, we'll get up in the morning and run this up there and get started here tomorrow afternoon. See you then. Sunday morning, everybody. Up here at the Andersons. When I pulled in, oh, it's been 45 minutes ago. We started the second line out back. We're clear out to the road. And we're getting close. There's probably only 15 trucks in front of me to the probe station. So, yeah, hurry up and wait. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later, but it happened today. Yesterday I pretty much drove right through both trips. I think I had to wait for one guy under the probe both times. So, yeah, it's all part of the game. All right, we're moved to my house. I run that load in from Dad this morning. I talked to you up there. Quite a weight up there. I mean, I've been in worse, but so now we're over to my house. Neighbor fella brought a wagon down. We dumped a little bit of seed in for him. He wanted some of that stuff hopefully there's 40 acres over there. Hopefully there's 4 truckloads. That's what I'd like to see. But anyway. Here's what you guys see. Time. It looks nice. Where are we at? 102, 103, 12% moisture. Should have took her out a couple days ago. Anyway, I've been fighting with this guidance. I guess my combine has steering. This stuff on it. Back and forth every pass. He's already chased down 2 rabbits, I think. Anyway, fighting with this guy. Keeps cattywampus, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, I just checked it. It's set at 35 foot. I have a 30-foot thing. Beds out here all over the place. It smells them. So anyway, yeah, 133, 134. I'm lucky to keep something like that. Of course, about 2 more passes and we're going to be into that other variety. And I hope it's as good. I don't think it's going to be quite as good. That's what was over to Dad's, and we were 95 to 100, maybe a little over 100, except on top of Sand Hills where we're not, and the Woodchucks area. So, yeah, we made a couple more adjustments. It's looking pretty clean. I'm liking it. I need to get out and see what I'm leaving on the ground. But anyway. I was thinking right here at home, get the drone out and fly it, but it's pretty windy out, so I got enough stuff to watch. Now, if Dad was to take over on the combine, I would get the drone out. But I don't think he's much wanting to run this thing. Assist. It doesn't turn as sharp as it should. Alright, well, we got over into that other wheat, which is good wheat. I mean, it's running 108, 110 down to high 80s. I mean, nothing to shake a stick at, but it's not as good as this SY100. So, yeah. Anyway, the truck is fuller than I want it to be. We've got 12 12 and a half acres on it. So there's, it's a 16-acre field, so 3.5 acres to go. But it's 3 o'clock and we're going to get rained on later. So we're going to head to Toledo, get this truck dumped, and come back and get the rest of this on wheels and tarped. Take the head off the combine, back her in the barn. So yeah, let her cool off here for a minute. And we'll get going. All right, well, it was a pretty uneventful trip up the back. 1,130 bushel on, 1,150 bushel out of 12 acres, 12 and a half acres. So yeah, 90 some average. Something for a little more than that. We'll see what everything does. Well, see, now this is going to be a mixed load. This is not going to fill the truck up, and I'm not going to run up there half full, so we'll just go to Woodville and fill the truck up over there. So unless this fills one hopper up, and then maybe I'll go through and just have to do one hopper at a time. And that's a lot of screwing around, and you got to wait in line. Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, we got her rolling again. First pass. The guidance system didn't drift very far, it looks like. So yeah, we're good. Then we're going to have to put fuel in it before we head over to Woodville. Yeah. What are we doing? 870 bushel an hour. And I'm just 2.3 mile an hour, not pushing it. Trying to keep the sample clean, as clean as possible. So yeah, we got about maybe 4 rounds, and we'll be done. All right, here's the one we're looking for. Last pass. Of course, it's only 3/4 of the length of the field because of the lane and the woods. There's a little pump out. Too bad you can't run this fast all the time. About 3.8 mile an hour right now, and I'm only putting 400 bushel an hour through it. Let's push her up a little bit. Anyway, yeah, it's a 10-foot wide. 12 foot wide. 12 foot wide pass here. And that will be it for this farm. And 40 acres to go over to Woodville. I was hoping for 2 full dumps, but it didn't happen. That's fine. Wind's blowing the spout. Okay. Well, now we'll go up and unhook the header, back the combine in the barn, because they're saying some storms are coming through later. It's been looking kind of stormy that way a few times, kind of up there too. But yeah, I don't know. We'll go get everything unhooked. I'll show you how that process works. Okay, if it wasn't for the wind system on this thing, everything is on this side. So let me get you set up here. Hopefully you can see. So, gotta unplug this wiring harness. That is the extra one for the wind system. Then we unplug this. This is the electronics for the head, for the height control and all that. That goes down under here. I don't know if you can see that rubber plug, but there's a rubber socket under there. I'll show you. There's a rubber socket under there because that's pretty small, so got to stay clean. So that gets shoved up in there. Push this red button, pull the handle, quick release, pull that out of there, close the lid. This gets twisted around, put in there, done. Flip this cover up, pull the locking collar back, pull the shaft back, it goes into that cradle right there, close that cover. Take this handle here. Let me see. See? Pick this, shove this handle forward, pull this lever up, and it comes down. That's what actually locks the header in to the throat. The rest of this is just all hydraulics and electric and drive. So then, we come around to the other side. All the while we're looking at the knives here, make sure all these sections are still there, nothing's broke, everything looks good. So now we got to take this shaft off. Let me see if I can get you right there. Same deal, this lid flips up, this collar slides back, the whole thing slides off. Now that hangs right there like that, but hang on, you come loose. But when Kirk borrowed it last year, he put this chain on here. I didn't really like the way it was neither. Way too low for me. So, you need 2 hands for this. Holds that up there nice. Close that cover. Now, this is a base right here. That's what sits, that's a base. And that one sits right here in this cradle. Here's the other cradle. So remember that. Remember that lever to unlock it? Yeah, that's where it gets tricky. Here's the base that lays in that cradle, and that lever's right there. It's kind of a little chewed up there, and that's from being on that edge. So you got to be careful. And of course, all this stuff, you know, the other one you can see fine from in the seat, but all this stuff, you can't see this without getting out of the seat. So here we go. Oh, while I'm right here, we're gonna fold this down. Hang on. Since I screwed it up last year, you gotta hold this side down while you push the button at first, so that side starts first. As we know, she will not fit in the barn with that up. Found that out the hard way. So let me get you set up here. Alright. Brake off. A little bit of throttle. I really wish this machine had an inching pedal like the old one did. It was like a clutch pedal. They call it an inching pedal. Like a clutch pedal. So if I get this close enough, I'll jump down there and move the wagon by hand. Good. So right down there, that's what I'm looking for. You guys can see the handle over there. So now you got to go way forward, because as this comes down, it comes back. So I got to go a little farther forward. So that's where it comes. Okay. Down, down. Now the front just touched. What's going on here? I don't like that. What's going on? That one's not on. Alright, good thing I didn't go down any farther. We are way crooked. How did that happen? Have to roll the wagon back a little bit. If I didn't have this camera on, I'd have nailed it the first try, just like the last time. First try. Now that I'm trying to film this, it's going to be difficult. Looks like it might work. Down, down, down. We got to go in a little farther. There we go. Down. Are we off the handle? Yes, we are clear of the handle. Now I'm going to let it slide back a little bit. There it is. And down. Back up. And there we go. And there's a log pile, so turn. we go. Back this thing in the barn. I got a toolbox over there got to pick up. Put the ratchet straps on the head. There's a strap down there and down there. Hold the head down on the trailer so they don't get forgotten about. And we'll see you in a little bit then. Yeah, it's tight fit. Let's go see if the auger's in. It should be. It should be. Oh yeah, we're good. I even got room to, maybe I'll put that wagon load of seat in there too. It's got a good tarp on it, but if it's gonna snow and blow or rain and blow, I might just do that. All right. Okay. Whew, sun. Yeah, it's back there. I don't know. Radar says about 8 o'clock tonight it's going to get nasty. So yes, a field of straw, windrow. It smells good. Not as good as cut hay, but it's good. And oh, here's my variety marker. So we'll leave it. We don't need that there anymore. So yeah, the Ankle Express back to the truck.